For about a week now, I have been really sick and I have not visited the poultry farm. So this is something that will probably make a whole lot of farmers very worried, especially farmers that are in charge of running things on their farm. And that is the category I fall in. I am literally the everything of the farm. Not like I feed my birds, not like I have to do every single thing, but I am like the lifeline in the business. But then that lifeline has been sick for about a week now. So how has the farm been running? How has things been going smoothly on the farm, even in my absence, even with me not being around? So that's what I'm sharing in this video today, sharing how I have managed to run my business in my absence and how things are going smoothly to the best of my ability, to the best of my knowledge. And yeah, that's what we're talking about in this video today. So, hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Poultry with Modupe. My name is Modupe. I am a layer poultry farmer, a layer poultry consultant doing business in Nigeria. So of course, being sick is not something we would really plan, like, oh, I want to fall sick. It just happened. So I know that I should have maybe taken better care of myself. Not like I wasn't taking care of myself, but it just happened, and I have probably been feeling like, oh, I might fall sick for about 2 weeks now, but I've just been getting by with it. But last week was more like a shutdown. I have not visited the farm in about a week now. The last time I was at the farm was, I think, about 8 days ago, which is not something that would typically happen. So normally I am at the farm like 3 times a week. Yes, I'm at the farm about 3 times a week, but now I have not even visited the farm that 3 times this week. And yes, the farm has been running, the farm has been functional. And I'm just going to share some of the things that I have put in place on my farm to ensure that even in my absence, things are going smoothly. And yes, so that's what this video is about today. The first thing for me would be that there should be trained staff on the farm. Depending on the size of your farm, depending on the size of the farm you're running, there should be at least adequate number of staff on your farm. So I have close to about 6,000 birds on my farm, and I have 5 farm attendants managing them. So of course, my farm attendants also, we have that number so that one of them might be off, one of them might be sick, one of them might need some time off for family stuff. So we have that number. So one of the things I ensured on my farm is that we have enough staff to manage our birds. And of course, they are all not new staff anyway. I think the newest person on my farm got there maybe about a month ago. Yes, about a month ago. But even at that, we have staff who have been on the farm for about 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. So everybody knows what they are supposed to do. All my staff are trained, they know their responsibilities, they know their duties. I think I've mentioned it that we have each staff managing each line. So everybody knows where they are facing, everybody knows their job description, and everybody faces it. So one of the very important things to do on your business, on your farm, is to ensure that you have trained staff, and of course you have adequate staff to manage your birds depending on the capacity. If you have maybe 1,000 birds now, of course you probably consider maybe having 1 or 2 staff, and as it goes. So another reason my farm has been able to function now even in my absence is that we have systems on ground in the farm. So I've also mentioned it so many times there that I buy my feed in bulk. I buy tons of feed at a time. It was so bad with me being sick. It was so bad that I couldn't even handle my phone. I couldn't hold my phone. I couldn't hold my phone for even a minute. I was that weak. So, but then we had enough feed on the farm. We had vaccinated our birds like I think 2 weeks ago, they had used their monthly Lasota, was due at that time. And so things were fine, things were running because really there is enough feed. We didn't have any issue. And if there were any issue, I think the only thing was just that, oh, there was no fuel on the farm. And I just told them people should buy fuel in the community. There was no way for me to go to the farm. So we had system on ground to ensure that things are functional. enough feed on the farm that will take us to the next, I think, another 3 weeks now. That's what we have on the farm. So yeah, that makes things a lot easier for me. Enough feed. It's not like, because I can't imagine if the farm was without feed during this period that I was sick. Like I said, I could barely handle my phone. So now having to reach out to the feed vendor, reach out to the driver bringing the feed, it's just really great that yes, those systems were on ground. Another thing is customer system. So for me, I have some customers who come to the farm to pick up, and I also have customers that I deliver to. Most of the time I offer delivery to my customers. But this past week, I just told those I'm supposed to deliver to, see, I am sick. If you're able to come to the farm, you can visit the farm to pick your eggs. And considering the time we are in now, eggs are scarce. So everybody needs eggs. So a lot of them volunteer to come pick their eggs on the farm, which is really great. And yes, so even while me being sick, the business was still running because the birds were eating. They will eat every day. They will eat every day. They will lay egg every day. So it's great that it's not like I'm resuming back to the farm and have like over 1,000 crates on the farm. No, people have been coming. Customers have been coming to pick their eggs, and of course, when that happens, we just have to also give them a kind of discount or reduction. So I literally did like 100 naira reduction on each crate of egg that the customers were coming to pick. So take 100 naira off, so they can also use that to augment their transport or getting fuel in their vehicle. So yeah, it's like a win-win for everybody. So we have the option of customers coming to the farm to take their eggs. Very important. Another thing is using technology to one's advantage. So of course we had to use the phone a lot. Even though I couldn't really speak so much to them on the phone, it was literally my son who was my PA in that period. He was taking their calls, maybe giving directions to customers, somebody who has not visited the farm before, giving directions to the person, okay, this is how you get to the farm, just ensuring that things are fine, and maybe the attendants on the farm, they have any concern, they're calling me, my son is answering the call, and I'm probably telling him, okay, say this, tell them this, ask for this, and all that. So we're able to use technology to advantage, use the phone, make sure that communication is open. Then also by technology, there are cameras on the farm also. So I could check the camera, like if a customer says, oh, they're on their way, I could check the camera to know that the customer has gotten there. I'd see that they are taking the eggs out of the farm, even if and when I couldn't even talk much, but I see the activities happening on the farm. So yes, use technology to your advantage, and ensure you communicate with your staff. So sometimes maybe they call to give the number of eggs they pick for that day, and I feel that that number is unreasonable. But yes, I was really sick and I couldn't do much. But the next, I think, days after I started getting better, I started asking questions like, what happened with this particular flock? Why did their production reduce by a crate or two? So that brings me to another point. You have to know what is obtainable on your farm every time. Be very close, know what you expect on your farm. So I have an idea of how many crates of eggs we expect on the farm every day. So on one of those days, I think 3 days ago, they called, and a particular flock that usually should do 42 crates, they had 39 crates and some pieces. And I think my son was taking the numbers, and I had to be like, wait, wait, wait. What did they just tell me that that flock produced 39? What happened? I think that day I just changed, swap the person handling their eggs. Like, okay, maybe this person is not careful enough. I know that that particular flock, they are used to breaking their eggs these days. So maybe I feel that although I've instructed them to always take their eggs every time, maybe every 2 hours. So I feel maybe the person in charge did not do that particular day. That's why we have such shortage. So, like I said, you have to be very familiar with your produce, what is obtainable on your farm, so that even you with you being sick and being away, when you hear some numbers like, okay, this was what was produced, you question it. So yeah, that's about it. And of course, like I said, just having systems on ground, systems that work, so that if every other thing is running south, or for one reason or the other, like I was sick and I couldn't be at the farm still we still ensured the farm ran very well. It was the end of towards the end of the month. The month ended, we sold all the eggs produced for the last month. We have an idea of how much our revenue, our profits, and all that was. So it just goes on to show that even with you being, yeah, you may not be able to foresee or know when you're going to be sick and all that. But then once you have systems on the ground in your business will function and do well in your absence. So yeah, that's about it for today. And thank you for watching. I hope this is helpful to other farmers who may be worried what will happen to their business if they are away or if they are sick. I just want to let you know that your business will be fine if you have systems on ground. Yes, and that's about it for today. Thank you for watching. So we see on another video. Of course, I'm getting better, and I hope to be on the farm next week. And yeah, so that's about it for today. Bye bye.